Let me see what you've got.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? Yeah, and here is my first review of the first episode of the series Dragon Ball Super. Before we begin, I'm putting gameplay in the background just because I'm trying to avoid copyright from Toei Animation. So I'm trying to do my regular format for now, but maybe I'll kind of want to like change the format just for reviews of the episodes as it's going on. So, suggest some review formats in the comments below. I kind of want them to differ, per se. So if you have any suggestions, just put them in the comments. So it's July 4th for me right now, and so if you hear any fireworks in the background, you know why. It's July 4th for me right now, and by the time the video goes up, it should be July 5th. And Dragon Ball Super aired today. And I know, like, everyone was saying it was going to air July 5th. That was true. But it's July 5th for Japan. Right now. Like, at 5 o'clock, it aired around 5 o'clock my time. And so it was 9 o'clock a.m. in the morning there. In Japan, so when I saw it, and it didn't have any subtitles, it was just straight up raw footage. And I kind of already knew the majority of what was going on, just because of the English manga chapter that was leaking around the internet, and various YouTubers' reviews afterward. So I think you can trust me when I'm about to say the story, because I followed on with pretty much the majority of it. So without spoiling too much, I'll just say basically the plot of this episode really is about reintroducing ourselves to the characters and showing the aftermath of Buu. This episode takes place 6 months afterward when Gohan and Videl are engaged. Goku is forced to be a radish farmer by Chi-Chi, which gave him some pretty funny scenes. Mr. Satan and Buu are living in Mr. Satan's house, along with B, the dog, or I think he's now he's still a puppy at this point, and Mr. Satan is pretty much getting publicity for beating Kid Buu. Goten wants to get Videl an engagement gift, and Trunks goes with him on an adventure just looking for the perfect gift, which ends up being some kind of like special water. Alright, so, and also Beerus has an appearance too, which is not very big, but I won't spoil it just because it's really just pretty much all comedy. If you read the manga chapter, that's pretty much all the stuff he gets. So basically, this episode was pretty much what I thought it would be. Maybe for casual fans, it might not be that good just because it's not really about the action in this episode. It's really just getting the story pretty much off the ground. It was basically like the first episode of Dragon Ball, per se. Like, there wasn't much action. It was kind of like, here's the startup to a new story. So, me personally, as a hardcore Dragon Ball fan, I loved the episode. The opening, just amazing. Like, although the song itself, I wish it was a little bit more upbeat, such as like Kunzen Zetsu Go from the Buu Saga, from the Kai's Buu Saga, or you have something like Dragon Soul. I'm just trying to name like recent themes here. And I will admit, I was fangirling when I was watching this intro, and that was awesome. If I can find the clip of me fangirling, I will play it. So the art and animation was beautiful, but I understand for those of you who were not a fan of the new art style for the series. That's understandable. I understand it's your opinion, but this is my opinion, and I'm pretty much a fan of it. I love this new art style for the series. It's not up to par as the movies are for pretty much obvious reasons, but it's pretty good. Everything is drawn this time around, and maybe one instance, I will not say it's a for sure thing, but maybe one instance of CG being used that was pretty much just on food, or maybe it wasn't CG and the animators can make it really just look like so. The voice actors pretty much just brought it back. I mean, the ones who were shown, like Vegeta's family, besides Trunks, just wasn't shown yet. Although, if you're not a fan of the Japanese voices in the first place, you're not going to enjoy it. But if you can deal with it, or you like it, you're probably going to enjoy it. The comedy is classic Toriyama comedy, which I enjoyed even without the subtitles. I knew the context of what was going on in each scene because, by characters' actions and the manga chapter. So I pretty much knew the context of what's going on, and I did chuckle at parts because I was like, ha, that's actually pretty funny. So maybe it was subtitles or even just a dub of it would have actually made me laugh at that, because maybe the real joke was actually in there. This time the story focused more on Goten and Trunks and their little adventure, which was pretty cool, I would say. It kind of brought back the feeling of Dragon Ball. The sense of adventure is there, with them being pretty stupid. I will just say that. They're like 7 and 8 years old, so understand. It even helped when they encountered the monster. It really just gave that Dragon Ball feel. So I'll wrap up the review here because there really isn't much to talk about while it is the first episode, and I'm very excited to see what's to come. And a very special mention to this is the ending, which is just amazing. The credits, the ending credits was just amazing. It's hard to describe, but I'll show a little clip of it so you know what I'm talking about. So that's all I have for you today. Make sure you blast that like button to support the channel. And for more reviews off Dragon Ball Super, make sure to subscribe. And I will see you all later.